Good morning and welcome to everybody here. So I do these sessions daily at 8 a.m. UK time on Zoom for my loved ones and friends and family. And the recordings do go on YouTube for those who may have missed a session. And obviously YouTube is open to all. So if you've joined this very randomly, have no idea what we're doing, this is what we're doing. And hopefully I'm able to teach you from my experience of meditation and mindfulness. And I would recommend going back to the beginning and starting from there. If you go into maybe videos and oldest and start at the first one, because it's kind of like learning to drive a car. If you miss one step, you may not be able to drive the car. And I'm trying to teach it step by step. And it'd be really helpful if you can do each step and practice before catching up with these videos. So let's go back to the 3 breaths and we'll take it really slowly and we'll try and get this one step down until you've got it like second nature to you. So as always, while I'm talking, you can always be aware of the breath, but now we'll go back to how we usually start. Take a deep breath. And you can place your hands either on your chest, your rib cage, or your abdomen, wherever you feel the breath moving through the body the most. So you may feel it more in the chest, you may feel it more in the rib cage, you may feel it more in the abdomen, wherever you're feeling it the most. If you're not quite sure, you can take a couple of deep breaths, very natural breaths. You don't have to do any particular pushing, pulling of the abdomen. I know in some yogic breathing exercises, they ask you to intentionally breathe in and out, like push the air in. And as you breathe in, the abdomen goes out quite a bit. Nothing like that, just very, very natural breathing. You can take a deep breath from time to time if you can't feel it very strongly. And then just allow the breath to return to its natural rhythm. So nothing to do. Just be aware, just watch that the breath is coming in and it's going out. The air is coming in and it's going out. Nothing for you to do. Just watch, just observe, just be aware of it. Okay, now you can take your hands away. Keep being aware of where that breath is moving. But you can put your hands away, you can put them on your side if you're lying down in bed, you can put them on your lap, on your knees, if you're sitting wherever you're comfortable. And you can keep your eyes open or closed at this stage. Keep continuing to be aware of the very natural movement of the breath coming in and out of the body. So now we're going to clarify this little technique of the 3 breaths. It's one of the first stages that I'm hoping will help you to be more focused in the breath and anchor yourself in the breath before we continue to extending the time of the focus and awareness. So we'll start at just with 3 breaths. So what I mean by that is, first, I'd like you to take a deep breath and then do nothing. Allow 3 natural breaths to pass, but being very, very aware of them. And that means the breath is passing. So you've got 1 inhalation, 1 exhalation, another inhalation, another exhalation, and then the 3rd inhalation and exhalation. And these are happening very naturally. You don't have to do anything at all. You just watch. And then again, you take another deep breath. And do nothing, just watch the breaths. And when you're ready, take another deep breath. And then just observe 3 very natural breaths after that. And keep going at your own pace. And if you find yourself thinking about anything else, it's okay. Just gently bring your attention back to the breath. If you're not sure where you left off, start again with a deep breath. And then allow 3 natural breaths to pass. And be very, very aware of them. And if at any point the mind wanders off and starts thinking, no problem. Just come back to the breath. And now I'd like you to take your attention to your nose. So some people like to be aware of the breath breathing, the breath moving in the body. Some people prefer to be aware of it in the nose. So it's the feeling of the air passing in and out of the nose, the inner walls of the nose, anywhere on the inner walls of the nose. It's kind of a personal preference. I like to do both. Sometimes I like to start with the nose or the feeling of the body, and sometimes I like to be aware of the breath altogether in the nose and the movement in and out of the body. So for today, let's leave the attention away from the body and just take your attention up to the nose. Be aware of the feeling of the breath moving in and out of the nose. And again, as we did with the body, take a deep breath. Be aware of the air passing through the nose. And then allow the breathing to return to its natural rhythm for 3 breaths. And being hyper aware, super, super, super aware of the air passing through the nose for 3 breaths. Then take another deep breath. And do it again. So while I'm talking, you can continue just to be aware of the breaths. You don't have to do the 3 breaths anymore, but just continue to be aware of the air passing in and out of the body or the nose, whichever you prefer. And homework. Your favorite part, my favorite part too, because if we don't do the homework, we won't make any progress, because you can listen to me talking, but if we don't put in the practice, I don't think it's going to take you very far. So homework doesn't necessarily mean only at home. So what I'd like you to do first, the meditation and concentration part, is for around 1 minute, multiple times a day, as many times as you can, just for around 1 minute, first thing in the morning, before you get out of bed, the last thing at night before you sleep, and as many times in the day as possible as you can. It may be only once, it may be 10 times, whatever time you can make. I'd like you to sit still and in a quiet place and do what we just did now, which is being aware of 3 breaths, taking a deep breath, being aware of 3 more natural breaths, taking a deep breath and keep going, just for a minute or two, not for long. And the other part of the homework, again, it doesn't mean you only do it at home, it means you do it everywhere you go, is to try and make friends with the breath all the time, everywhere you go. Again, you may not remember more than once or twice a day in the beginning, and that's okay. But as you go about your day, whether you're going to work, whether you're taking care of the house, whether you're eating, bathing, walking, sleeping, talking, in a meeting, cooking, whatever you're doing, just try and be aware of the movement of the breath coming in and out of the body. Gently, doesn't have to be with a lot of focus. It could be that you prefer to feel it in the body, chest, abdomen, ribs, or the feeling in the nostrils, in the nose. So that's your homework. I hope that was clear. I know some of you are a bit shy to ask questions here in the Zoom meet, and that's fine because most of you have some way or the other to contact me. So if you have any questions, if it's not clear, then please reach out. That's what I'm here for. There's no problem at all. Ask me anything and we can take it really slow, and I can break it down for you, and hopefully it'll be really helpful for you. So remember your homework. Even as I log off, you can maybe sit for a minute and keep doing the 3 breaths. And as you get up and go about your day, see from the first step from getting up and going about your day, you can remember to just be aware of the breath and take it with you throughout the day, not just at home. Homework is not just for home. Okay? I love you all very much. Thank you for your time today, and I will see you here again tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.